Kendrick Lamar and his team, pglang, are currently working on a secret film, and the plot is already raising some eyebrows. In this video, I'll be talking about how K-Dot is still keeping the momentum alive by working on a tight-lipped movie that he will be releasing in the near future. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video where I reveal what that plot is and how this can transcend his artistry forever. The Compton rapper has been on a generational run this past year, from winning a toe-to-toe MC battle with arguably the biggest artist in rap, Drake, to keeping the flame lit by performing at the Ken and Friends pop-out show where he brought rising stars and opposing gangs onto the same stage. From winning 5 Grammy Awards for one of his heavy-hitting diss tracks, and then literally the next week performing at the Super Bowl halftime show where it was the most viewed in history, surpassing Michael Jackson. It's been a full month since the biggest game of the year, and people are still discussing how controversial that halftime show was.
Say Drake, I hate you like I'm young.
But even though he's had an eventful year, he continues to put his foot on the gas. Starting next month in April, he'll be hitting the road alongside SZA for his Grand National Tour. 21 dates around the US, and we can definitely expect some surprises during his performances. The tour is expected to start in April and conclude in June, but based on how this tour does, I wouldn't be surprised if he does a Grand International Tour, where one of the destinations being Australia. Considering the fact that Drake has recently canceled a few Australia dates for reasons that is not clear. There has been rumors that Kendrick may be releasing a deluxe for his GNX album. During the trailer for the project, he showcased not just one GNX, but 2 of them, further raising speculation that a sequel to the record may be on its way. And also, this was confirmed by the LA artist who was featured in the album, Lefty Gunplay, where he appeared on Bootleg Kev's podcast where he spilled the beans that Kendrick will be dropping the deluxe really soon.
Is there more stuff that you cut to that beat though?
Yeah, I rapped on that beat. Got some stuff. I know he's got a deluxe version coming out, so I don't know what he got going. He's very
secretive.
Yeah, but when you kick with him in person, he's cool, man.
For sure. No, he's solid.
It's his team. You know, they're professional as hell.
It's kind of insane that in that same interview, Lefty Gunplay talks about how Kendrick Lamar had him sign an NDA. Then he goes on to leak valuable information that Kendrick Lamar may be dropping a deluxe for his GNX album.
I was playing, I wasn't though. As much as I wanted to tell everybody, I almost blew it. Because we signed NDAs and I couldn't wait to tell everybody, but...
So you actually had to they gave you an NDA to sign that you weren't allowed to speak on it?
Yeah, we couldn't sign, we had to sign NDAs and they're like, yeah, you're going Kendrick, and it didn't hit me till he walked in there and gave me a hug.
You signed the NDA. What was there did they have to hit you and be like, hey, you're saying a little too much, chill?
No, they didn't tell me nothing. OTR did.
Solis was like, hey, you gotta chill.
Yeah, Solis, he was just like, he knew I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
He knew I was gonna do it.
Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Do you think Lefty Gunplay leaking the fact that Kendrick Lamar is dropping a deluxe of GNX is a part of the plan, or this was a mistake on his part? Now, it's been recently announced that Kendrick will be playing a role in an upcoming movie titled Whitney Springs. This movie is being described as an American comedy film which will be directed by Trey Parker, who is best known as the co-creator for the animated sitcom South Park. This film will be Parker's directorial debut. Lamar will not just work alongside Trey, but also Vernon Chapman, who is credited for writing the screenplay. Originally starting as a stand-up comedian, Chapman would eventually land opportunities to write for shows like The Chris Rock Show, Late Night with Conan O'Brien, and South Park, where he also voices Towel Lee, the marijuana-smoking talking towel.
Don't forget to bring a towel. What? When you get out of the water, you need to dry off right away to avoid catching a cold. That's why Tally says, don't forget to bring a towel.
Okay. Thanks, Tally.
You want to get high?
No.
The plot of the film is being described as the past and the present coming to a head when a young black man who was interning as a slave reenactor at a living history museum discovers that his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his. Oh, I forgot to mention that Dave Free, who is also the co-owner of pglang alongside Kendrick Lamar, will be executive producing this film as well. I find it interesting that the film's title is Whitney Springs, considering the fact that Kendrick's fiance's name is Whitney. So could we expect a cameo from the mother of his child? I don't know, we're gonna have to wait and see. The film will be set to be released on July 11th, distributed through Paramount Pictures, with Paramount Plus acquiring the streaming rights. I find this release date very interesting as well, because on this very date in 1977, 9 years after his assassination, Martin Luther King is awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Jimmy Carter for his impact as a civil rights activist for the black community. And if you know Kendrick, he never shies away from expressing how he truly feels, especially that he's a black man.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy.
This will not be the first time the Compton rapper has jumped into his acting bag. Lamar made his acting debut appearing in the TV series Power, produced by Courtney Kemp and 50 Cent. He would depict the character Laces, a homeless drug addict that sells items for money.
Well, f you, Mama Huevo. You like your jacket anyway, ugly mother. Wait, puppy, look. What about this bike? What about this bike? I even throwing the gift cards with it, puppy. $20. I gotta eat just like you, puppy. These Spanish don't want nobody to have nothing, just like you.
Spanish?
Even though this is a fictional character, I believe we get a little deeper, pause, into the mind of Kendrick Lamar on how he approaches his music and artistry based on what he's seen growing up in Compton. And it would be this exact interview where I realized that Drake didn't have a chance going tit for tat with the Compton MC.
I got a call from 50 and he said, you wanted to be on the show. And I said, well, what do you want to play?
Yeah.
Do you remember what you said to me?
Drug abuser. Laces, a hothead. It's just a character that I know so well, just growing up in Compton. You grow this type of love for him, you know, in a weird way. You know, you don't want to see nothing happen to him, but you know he's dangerous. I don't want to be something that people will predict or know.
The rapper is starting to transcend his artistry by diving into more acting roles, because he expressed that beyond music, he wants to get into film and fashion. I anticipate that Kendrick's legacy will be similar to what Kobe Bryant's career was before he passed away. In 20 seasons, Kobe was able to snag 5 championship rings and 7 appearances, top 10 in all-time scoring, and being solidified as not just one of the best NBA players, but the most impactful athletes in sports history. His career after retirement was shaping to be just as legendary when he won an Oscar in 2018 for his short film Dear Basketball, and he plans to further his writing, but that was cut short when he suddenly passed away due to a helicopter crash in 2019. But y'all let me know in the comments section below. Are you looking forward to Kendrick's new side quest of being an actor? And do you think this could potentially put him up there as being one of the greatest artists and entertainers of all time? Y'all let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.